Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's Cashflow Digital, sponsored by press releases by 38 Digital Market, Mr. Randy Roday. The link is below if you're interested in digital PR, a whole bunch of packages available. Helps with your link building, helps with your exposure, and so on.
Yeah,
and
for
so forth.
local, it's a no-brainer for sure.
Yeah, it's a good out with the benefits from a link perspective and all that. It's just a good deliverable to give clients.
It's amazing because I kind of had to take a step back a few years ago. I'm like, okay, I need to provide more deliverables because it turns into like the Wizard of Oz, the man behind the curtain type thing.
Yeah.
So if you steadily give them deliverables, they'll stay on for a long time. It's crazy. Even with there's going to be a delay in results most of the time, unless you're in like an easy local niche. And in that case, you're not charging them much. But it keeps them on for like, say you need at least like 4 to 6 months for a shit to start kicking in. Providing deliverables is going to do that. So
Maeve and Tonya are here so far.
They're probably hanging out in the same room, Maeve and Tanya. Watching, what's that show, that game show that you like, Price is Right looking thing?
No,
Maeve loves it.
Maeve likes it.
No, you like it. It was on in your office. I remember.
It's the motherfuckers in the office that watch it.
No, you're eating that salty sweet popcorn, and you were watching. I saw you.
I don't watch that trash, man.
Have you tried? Did you get that popcorn?
No.
It's delicious. I promise. I just polished off a bag. It's delicious. It's a lot.
Kick. Soylent. You ever tasted that shit?
Yeah, it looks like it would make you soil your pants. Is that soy? Soy's not good for you. Soylent.
No,
that sounds. Yeah.
Meal replacement.
You trying to lose?
Dude, come on.
Where's the rest of it?
I'm coming to see you up in Greensboro. I've got a week between events. I'm looking for.
I'll set up a ring. Let's go. I'll find some guys in the gym you can actually beat.
Yeah. There's just the janitor or something like that.
No, there's a guy in there. Yeah, he'll hit you with the stick. There's a guy in there. He's got a big long beard, and I'd never heard him talk before. And he starts talking. I was like, he's got Craig's accent. I think he's straight from like your neck of the woods.
Fuck.
Him and his son get in there and like just spar. It's crazy.
Fuck.
You could probably beat him. You couldn't beat me. No chance.
You're just trying to deflect.
No, I mean anytime, but I'm just trying to. I'll be deflecting those gloves off your face.
Anyway, talking about deflecting, guys, we need questions to ask. If you're going to ask where Mike Pierce is, he might be back halfway through the show. If not, he will be back next week. He is alive. That is the main thing. So, in case you're like, where the hell is he? Harry Pierce, a fake persona right out of town there.
Is that Mike?
Harry. That could be Mike.
No, he would never be able to string a sentence together like that. I'm just making fun of him, so he'll end up popping on and be like,
Nerd Day is here. Why has Brad got a picture of a cactus? Just a cactus.
I've got a whole cactus too. Because it's I like cactuses because they're dry and they're a prick like me.
I was going to say something else there, but
go for it. I've never watered that thing.
Cactus fetish.
Huh?
A cactus fetish.
Yeah.
You were sitting on the cactus.
You have no idea. Yeah.
Mr. Randy Roday is here.
Chat Chippy. We got to have him on when you're back to your regular office.
Yeah.
I've got two. I've got another one under the desk too. They're big. No, he said nice dog.
Oh, dog.
The story though is ChatGPT is someone's wife made fun of my lack of decor. Fast forward a week, I had all this. So,
but yeah, you literally had fuck all in you.
I did, yeah. I agree. I needed to make a change, and the guy's wife pushed me over the edge, and I went out. I ordered on Amazon, the cactus drawings and the shelf. I had the books, of course, and then the gold statue. Yeah, I ordered that as well. It goes like that. So, I ordered it. I set it up, and it was funny. It was Sunday night, and I was watching. White Lotus. Have you seen that on HBO?
Nope.
It was getting ready to come on, like 9:00 at night. I texted Kelsey. I was like, "Hey, you want to come to the office and watch White Lotus?" She's like, "Why would I?" I was like, "Because I'm setting up the shelf in here so I can have it in time for Craig's show on Tuesday." But never mind. She's like, "Oh, okay, I guess I will." But she thought I just wanted to hang out in the office and watch TV. But
we are live in the 8Z Entertainment office. Okay. I need to Google what 8Z Entertainment office is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
8Z Entertainment.
Do they really say Z like Zed overseas?
Yeah.
So you never say Z, you just say Z?
Z, yeah. 8zentertainment.co.uk, event management in the UK. Is that you? Let us know, Harry.
Harry Styles.
We do have some questions though. Does Schema pass through an includes file?
I don't know. The only scheme I put is local, just to tie everything together and provide as a deliverable for clients. But yeah, I do not know.
I'm not able to answer that either because I'm also late to the schema party. I can't be asked with it.
Is Clark at the event that you're at right now, or is he not there till Arizona?
No, he's going to Arizona.
Yeah, I knew he was going to. I didn't know if he was going to that too.
Him and Terry Samuels are the schema kings or queens, shall we say?
Yeah, you say that when you're around Clint. Yeah, have fun.
I'll say it when I'm a couple of 100 miles away from him.
Yeah, you better pray he doesn't watch this.
Oh man. And that is 8Z Entertainment. Good to have you here, guys. I didn't know if that was a troll or not, but any questions, feel free to ask. Churn and burn SEO. Tanya's asking, have you ever done it? That's all you do, right?
Everything I do is churn and burn because everything gets hit eventually. Now, I don't do like the old school, like where you have to, like you get in an index and you know it's going to last like a month and then it goes down. You've got to do that. But mine right now, I'm trying to set it up to where they'll last a little bit longer, but you always run the risk of it getting taken out. But I'm not going to just load it up, hammer it with links, wash and repeat. But, I'll load it up, let it index somewhat naturally, and pray that it stays around as long enough for me to get a return. But as far as the churn and burn, where you're doing like hundreds and hundreds of sites a month, I used to, and it's just the window that you have to make the money at this point in time has gotten smaller and smaller and smaller. So it's like, I don't.
What is that window though? Like 3 months, 6 months?
As long as you can keep it indexed, to be honest. Yeah. It's not 3 or 6 months. It's like you index it, you maybe keep it in a month and it goes down. So, yeah. And it's just, it used to be like a year or so, or like you would find that when they were collecting data on a specific TLD, like when XYZs came out, the indexing on those was absolutely amazing. So you would buy up as many XYZs as you could, get them in index as quickly as you could, and wait until Google flipped the switch and stopped indexing them. And then they would all go away. And then you would just make sure it would be within the year because you never would tan.
Aaron was talking about my tan. Just in case anyone's like, what the fuck are you doing?
But yeah. You flex your tan into place.
Oh yeah,
that's a spray tan. That's why he's not wearing a white shirt right now.
Oh, dude, no, I got my ass burnt yesterday. 90 Fahrenheit it was here.
Red cheeks.
Fucking workplace. Yeah.
90's not that bad.
Dude, that's fucking bad for me.
Oh,
Dude,
I love going and running 90. Yeah.
Dude.
You people don't like hot weather though, right? You just like it rainy and steady all the time.
No, it's not that we don't like it. We just don't get it.
Yeah.
So I've came from
I've
came from like, I don't know, 50 to 90. So
yeah.
Like, whoa, what the fuck? You walk out and the fucking heat just hits you in the face.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
I love it as well, man. Not going to lie.
I like them hot.
Darren is here. TJ Bowman is also here. You people, it's him. It's fucking him. He's always got to turn it to something it's not.
I said you people. He's making fun of me.
You people.
I said you people don't like it hot. As in Scottish.
I get it now.
Not white people.
What do you think about SEO autopilot for building PBNs?
I've never used it.
They don't build PBNs though.
Do they build mass page or anything, or what do they do? Or links?
Nah, they're just like Web 2.0s and shit. Unless they have literally changed overnight, but they don't build PBNs as such. I think what's the one, Darren Muzzy may be able to remind me. There is something I would like to see, Yive something that builds PBNs. It just shits out websites.
Is that where it does all the cloud stacking and shit?
Nah, that's Yax.
Yax does Yive. Yeah.
There's a Yive, I'm pretty sure, that builds out websites. Darren, you know, because Darren fucking plays with all the fucking tools. Yive Systems, that's it. That is maybe a better option for you if you want to build out PBNs, or Yive Sites. Sorry. So if you want to build out PBNs, Yive Sites is the one that
Your instant virtual empire. Is this hosting and everything, or what?
I think so. I don't use it. I'd rather do it. So for me, PBNs are done independently. There's not one system that shits them all out. That's just my way of doing it. I'd rather be more manual, have more control, pass it around, have it hosted elsewhere. It's everything, Darren Muzzy says. Randy.
Everything doesn't tell me anything, Darren Muzzy. I'm just messing with you, but yeah.
CTRify is another one. So check that out. Dan J. I'm going to call you Dan. I'm sure that H is just
Don.
Yeah.
Don Juan.
Yeah.
That's what the J stands for, is one.
Dude,
Don Juan.
Do you ever remember seeing this? Conch House domain. It's on GoDaddy auctions now. That's the one that someone literally smashed the shit out of.
I feel like I remember that, yeah.
And then it obviously died very, very quickly. But if that's the case, where some motherfucker, let's use you as an example, as a motherfucker that blasts the shit out of it, is there still value?
To be fair, Chris Palmer blasts more shit than I do at this point, I feel like. But yes.
You reckon there's value, though, that someone could squeeze out of Conch House or not?
Try and send it through a redirect. Redirect that to a 301 and then have it hit a site and see what happens. It blows up, it blows up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But yeah, I'm sure there's still value there. But like how raped was it? Like, was it just linking?
Oh, it was smashed. No, dude, it had all sorts of content smashed on it. It was literally abused with AI content.
Oh, with AI, yeah. I would throw it back up. It's got to bring something in.
Conch House, GoDaddy options. How much is it going for, Tonya? I can't be asked fucking looking because I'm losing.
You can't spell either.
Yeah. But Mikael Kerdo, how do you do external and internal anchor texts?
For internal, I like to use either market or your title. For external, a lot of the times it's just like at the bottom of the page. It's like like a citation, just URL based. If I'm sending external, I don't want to send them any relevance or anything aside from what's already on my page. So I'm just using them as what is it? MLA. That's what I was trying to think of. It's like that. And then internal, you're just referencing something else on your site. So if it makes sense to do market level, you can do that. Or you could always go title, and that's going to get everything in there. Related articles, and then throw it there. You see it on all the magazine sites and shit.
Hopefully that answers your question, Mikael. Trying to be like Craig. You got this. They have a ranker like Money Robot as well.
Which one? The Yive? Yeah. I noticed you get some kind of STM channel credits and shit. YouTube channel. I don't know what all this means, but I'd have to go through it. I hate learning new shit at this point.
$30 for Conch House. I mean, if there was a lot of value out of Conch House,
30.
I would have said it would have went, but it's not going to go for 30, is it? Someone wants to buy that for a couple of hundred.
Yeah, if it's an auction, yeah, it'll go higher than that. Back to hosting and shitting out PBNs. I do shit out a lot of content. I shit out a lot of linking, but I do not normally shit out a ton of sites at this point. I want to get a site and treat it like it's a money site. That's where the whole MiniNet thing came from. We want to treat it like it's a money site. We want to build it up. We want to have the halfway decent content. It can be AI, but whatever. And then once it's on stable footing, we want to treat it like a money site. We want to put out the once we see it's doing well, then we might put out the localized, the geo pages and stuff like that. You can do a lot more with a lot fewer sites. Like I could have a network of 20 sites and be making $100,000 a month off of it. So you just methodically build those sites out and treat them like they're your babies. I don't normally build a site, throw it to the side, and forget about it anymore. I figure out how can I turn this into a living, breathing asset that's going to keep building over time. So do that, and you'll save a bunch of money in hosting. Yeah.
It's all about saving money. But guys, you're slow today. Questions. Because we've still got like 40 minutes left.
I've got a question for you.
Go for it.
I need to build up a bank of images, like relevant images. Is there an AI platform out there like that you would suggest? Like I could, like say I'm doing an auto insurance campaign. I need a bank of images related to auto insurance. What would you suggest to get that bank either made or scraped or whatever? I used to have a scraper for images, but I don't really trust it going out and scraping royalty free as much if I'm going to blow it out as much as I want to. But like I was thinking like an AI generator. Do you know of any that'll just like I need 50 images, and then my program is going to pull from a bank of content and a bank of images and merge them together, create pages.
Mid-Journey and your own Discord.
Mid-Journey?
Yeah.
Oh. I'll check it out.
That I've stolen from Dad.
I saw it, yeah.
But a lot of people are fucking around with that right now, and it's looking all right, I would say. But the debate.
I don't even care if it looks that great. I just need it to be there and somewhat relevant.
Yeah, the Mid-Journey I've been fucking around with. It's probably your safest bet. But yeah, Mid-Journey's decent. That's probably about the only one I've really been fucking around with recently.
Is this the one everyone's using to make their own like their headshots and shit?
So in fact, I don't know if Randy's here, but Randy had one in my group chat the other day, and Randy was creating headshots. Randy, what was that called if you're still here? Or Darren, can you remember what Randy was using?
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily need to be a headshot, but something that like I can type in like pizza and it'll generate a bunch of images of pizza.
I think Mid-Journey is probably still your best bet.
You have to have Discord then? I'll have to sign up for another Discord account.
I don't think you have to have Discord.
It looks like you do. Sign in, yeah. That's fine.
But yeah, that one is one that I've seen and looks decent. That's the face one. But yeah, have a play around with that, dude. But other than that, no. I am normally a thief when it comes to images.
Well, yeah.
But that's not the right advice I want to be giving people either.
Well, when I'm pumping articles out like in mass, I don't. Yeah, I want to keep the reins in to an extent.
One other tool that I've been playing around with is Article Fiesta. Now, what happens is you put in your article, it creates it, but it also pulls the images in as well to the article. In fact, let me show you.
The one that my guy's working on is almost there. He had some questions about image placement and stuff in the article, but it's essentially going to take a content bank from ZenWriter, pull it into an HTML template, interlink everything, and we need to get the image bank thing done. Otherwise, I'm going to be spending time going and finding images ahead of time, and that's going to eat up too much time in the long run.
Yeah, fuck that. But let me show you called Fiesta. And so basically it creates all the content. These images are all pulled in automatically as well. So it does a good job. The images look same, and it pulls in videos as well. But the images, that is actually in Glasgow. That image, I know where that is in Glasgow. So it's pulling in a lot of different things. Of course, it can pull in someone else's old fucking image on analytics, and it's got someone else's name on it, which is never good. But with a little bit of refinement.
Who the fuck is Sean?
I have no fucking clue, but yeah, I would delete that one from my article if I was shitting that article out and stuff like that. But that one's pulling it through. There are other cheap ways though that can give you big batches.
I might just end up going the route of doing like a royalty free. Just sign up for a service. Doesn't Adobe have something that's decent?
Yeah. Called ArtBrush or something. AWS3 have around 30 different subdomains for different regions. Would it be good to get a link from each subdomain, or is it not worth it? I thought they were going to tell us.
Yeah, I thought it was a picture thing too. Yeah, different subdomains, different regions. Would it be good to link from each subdomain to an external site, Tanya? What I would do, what we've done in the past, Mike showed me this a long time ago, is you create a bunch of, or you don't even have to do a bunch, but a number of subdomains, link them all together. So like one links to the next, and it goes the reverse way. They all link there or interlink, and they also link back to the homepage or the root domain, and then link out from the root domain page that's all the subdomains are linking to out to a single site that you want to push, and that pushes really well. Then when you do your tiering, you just tier to the subdomains, and the tiering will help the subdomains index as well. So we used to have a shit ton of like a lawyer network that I did that with, push like crazy. So, and then you can put mass page on the subdomains and really build it out. So say you've got a lawyer client and say personal injury. So the primary umbrella is personal injury. Then you've got all these sub niches. You've got dog bite, slip and fall, truck accident, car accident, anything like that. So those are all the different subdomains, right? And then on those, say this entire site is based in Arizona. So you pull a city list of Arizona, and then on each of these subdomains, you build out your geo pages. So it might be dog bite lawyer near Phoenix, Arizona. Dog bite lawyer near I don't know, Sunshine, Arizona. You do that with like a SERP shaker or whatever you want to do. You set up all the subdomains separately. You can interlink them easily in either in the footer or the sidebar, and then you've got all these subdomains with however many pages of geolocated pages, and they all interlink. They all link back to the root, and the root is what you use for this central outbound link to push what you want to push. Clear as mud.
Nice. Yeah.
It takes time to set up, but it does work. At least the last time I did it. It's been a year or two since I've done it, but it does work. We called it the 08 method because we were like, yeah, this is essentially a method that you would have used in 2008, like a link wheel type thing. But because it's all on the same domain, then the link wheel can still be operational and still work.
Interesting.
So what you'll see is the one that you link from all the subdomains will start to rank. And then, of course, when you link out from that, it'll push whatever you push the juice to. So with some SEO mental masturbation for everyone.
Did you ever use Exvo for breaking CAPTCHA? Is it still effective to do?
I use Death by CAPTCHA, I think, and then 2CAPTCHA for my CAPTCHA stuff. I integrate with all the bots that I use. If I need to do any scraping or anything like that, I'll integrate 2CAPTCHA API key into it. Yeah,
one I always use.
Yeah,
and it's cheap as hell. So
yeah, it is. Yeah, I hardly ever have to top that thing up, and I use the shit out of it. So
thank you, Ziga. Every time I walk around in Austin with a jersey, even in America, people are like, man, I love that.
What jersey do you have on?
Dallas.
Oh, is it Dallas? Yeah. I guess that'd be the closest one, right? Dallas or Houston? I guess Dallas would be closer to Austin, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Austin needs a professional team. I'm surprised they don't have one.
It's big enough, right?
You would think, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, they might as well move one of the LA teams out to Austin with all the LA people moving, all the CA people moving. They've got enough teams. Move like the Chargers or something.
Yeah. Oh. Honey, does ChatGPT reduce the value of local website or importance?
From what I'm seeing and what I can see, because I watched the complete Microsoft presentation of ChatGPT when they acquired a portion of it or whatever that deal looked like. From what I can see, local is going to be one of the last things that they think about. What they're trying to do is the cool shit right now, where it's like, hey, ChatGPT, give me a list of keto-friendly meal plan ideas, and they give that. Okay, give me a shopping list for each one. Take the list above, remove number 9, and then give me a shopping list so I can go out and buy the groceries. And they do that. That's not local at all. I don't think people, at least right now, are going to ChatGPT and saying, help me find the best dentist in my area. I think that's still like a Google or Bing type of thing, like a local search engine type of thing. So, and it's like, where's all the voice search pulling from? Like if you've got a Google Nest, it's going to, of course, pull from Google. So yeah, I don't see it. I mean, maybe down the road, but in the near term, I don't see it affecting local too much, to be honest.
Tonya, I'm trying to delete the link profile and get more referring domains.
URL and branded.
Yeah. Do a PR as well. Always helps.
That'll do both. Yeah.
The link is below.
Yeah. Who would you use, Craig, if you were doing a PR run to dilute your anchor text?
Probably me. Nah, I'm only kidding. 38 digital market.
Next week, you're going to have a different sponsor again.
Yeah. Let's hope it's not another digital PR, but nah, not next week. Next month. We go month by month.
That's true. That works. Yeah.
I'm only kidding. We're stuck with Randy for the next 6 months.
Gleefully stuck.
Yes.
I do. Given like tying it back to your last sponsor, the one before, like even if you go back to an Otis, what I've done in the past is if I purchase a domain from Otis or whomever, I will, and I plan to redirect the site. What I'll do is like Gary was buying up all those different brands right back in the day.
Yeah.
For each one of those brands, I would have released a press release and said, "Get me links. Just purchased XYZ link buying company." And then you link to both of them from the press release. It wakes up the dormant site that you're buying that hasn't had any content, hasn't had any new links coming into it in a while. It wakes that up, and plus it gets new links over to your primary money site as well. So you're linking to both of them, but you're redirecting the new site over to your main brand site. I use press releases like that when I think of it.
No, a lot of people do put up that kind of purchase or buyer page.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, and that's old school. I remember when I had the day job, there was an investment firm buying up all these automotive manufacturing related ones, and they would just run a regular press release. They weren't doing it for our purposes, but they were just letting people know and shit. But it gets people thinking about your brand and gets you some traffic. So,
Ziga Lesjack is actually Lucas for anyone in here. So,
okay,
Lucas.
What's up, Lucas?
Nigel Griffiths. Hello to both of you. Bot guest post links. Do you send tiered links to them? If so, what sort and what number? Any tool suggestions? So, yes.
I would probably, I would do niche edits more than likely. 3 per guest post would be the minimum, probably normally. 333, like Mike always says, 3927. Although I had to do the math for him the first time. I make fun of him, so he'll pop on here. He can't go that far. He's like, 3 to this one, then 3 to these, and then 3. He's like, and you end up with some number at the end. I'm like, it's 3927. Oh, but yeah, 3927, 333. So send 3 links to your 3 guest posts to your primary money site, the one that you're trying to push. To each one of those, do 3 niche edits. To each one of those, do 3 more niche edits.
And they're the cheapest way to do it as well, Nigel, in my opinion. Edits are cost effective, hence why.
And they work. I mean, depending on the vendor, they work. So if you want to take it slow, do your guest post and then the first tier of your niche edits. Hold off on getting the second run of them. Just do the 3 and 9, and then hold off on the 27. See what kind of push you get from that. But yeah, the problem with guest posts is they have nothing behind them at all. That's the benefit of edits, is they have been indexed, they're getting traffic. A lot of them have links going to them. So where you get a guest post, it's going to be a brand new page. So
yeah. Tonya got an expired domain, built it. Plenty of great links. Pages are in the index. No manual penalties, but rankings are very weak, even for the brand keyword. What can help?
I guess I would ask how long it's been. Time, a lot of times, is unfortunately what it is. So I would take a look at your internal linking structure, make sure it's all interlinked where it should be. Look at your on page. Make sure that's precise. If you don't want to put any additional funds into link building, those are going to be what you need to do next. And then aside from that, wait or start link building. So
the thing is, when I get people that ask this type of question, you go and you look at it and the basics are not even in place. So because
which is why
it doesn't mean it was built properly in the first instance. So go back to basics and just start from there, like Brad said, and then start building links.
Yeah, and if you just rebuilt it, what was there before? I mean, a lot of those expired domains have like 4 or 5 pages on them, and that's from my experience, not going to be enough, especially in the niches I'm in. So what I'll do is I'll generate a content plan, and start putting AI produced content on there, in specified clusters, interlink everything. And then that's once those start to index, that's when you're going to see your pop. So
there you go, Tonya. Randy says, exactly, Brad. Perfect strategy. We do that for a ton of new purchase sites.
Randy,
and I think the guys at Niche Website Builders previously said that's part of their strategy when they are building out websites for folk. They do that as well. So seems as if we're all singing from the same hymn sheet with that one.
We're probably all copying off the same term paper.
Yeah. And Randy, I know exactly what Randy means here with Ted K. We were in the last Mastermind Mansion in Nashville, I think it was, and Ted was going on about using press releases to try and get referring domain count to any new page as fast as he can. He sees, obviously, Ted's a fucking Rain Man type character when it comes to data. So there's absolutely no reason to disbelieve him. And that is what Ted does. Tries to get as many different referring domains to it as possible, which makes sense to me as well, Randy. So I think that's where you're getting that one from, Randy. It might have been in Rockstars. It was one or the other. I can't remember what it was, but
it's probably both.
That was one of the tips I took on board from Ted. I'm like, never really gave it a thought like that before, but it makes perfect sense. And he's seen massive gains for medium to high level competition keywords using that. So
is he doing a PR to every single page that he puts out?
I'm not sure if he does it to every single page, but he's a believer that the referring domain count is super important.
Yeah.
So yeah. How to fake the engagement factors in my niche online tools.
That's your niche, isn't it? You're the biggest online tool I know.
So bad. I can just see. So my video editor, after we do these, then chops them up into YouTube shorts and shit like that. Dude, that one's definitely getting clipped.
What?
He always does one at my expense. No, dude, she fucking out to sabotage me, man.
See that.
So there you go, Sam. You can cut that and sort it out. But anyway, the dwell time in the
I can just, like the title of it's the biggest online SEO tool, and then it's that clip. All right, go on. Yeah, online tools, dwell time in there.
Tonya's looking to fake engagement factors in her niche. I'm assuming you're her. Apologies if you're not. But return visits are very high. So would you start doing... So my question to you, Brad, is we all fucked around with CTR manipulation in the past. If you're doing well, in my opinion, you know, CTR can be the icing on top of the cake, but would you at the moment just go for CTR first, or would you be working in other
areas?
You
could go branded and just start slow if you wanted to. But I mean, from my experience, I don't normally need to. It's just better content, bigger clusters, or not necessarily bigger, but more clusters on the site. Is just Google needs to use the authority, in my opinion. And then if you want to kickstart it by doing some branded search to the homepage and, you know, through some of the internals, then go for it. But I'm not a big CTR person, though. So
I don't like the word fake engagement. I think, you know, sending real traffic, Facebook traffic, email traffic, social media traffic to the pages that you want, so that the engagement is actually real, is your better choice, rather than using bots and all that kind of shit. Now, I'm not saying bots don't work in some of the videos in the past that I've spoken about CTR Booster and various other tools, micro workers and so on and so forth. But I think as much of that as you possibly can get to be real would be much more beneficial. And just remember, if your pages are not ranking that well, the minute your engagement stops, your rankings fucking drop. So try and do everything else you can to inflate.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a big fan.
So, it might be the difference between position 1 and 3, but I think, get yourself up as high as you can, and then you can fuck around with that stuff to try and get into the top positions. Randy is laughing. Kyle Starkey says, tune in for the advice and stay for the jokes. There's not a lot.
I was going to say, if they just come for the advice, they're going to be, very disappointed.
Bored, yeah. 2 seconds. I'm fucking freezing with the air conditioning, man. Fucking.
It's because you blew your sleeves off.
Yeah. No, dude, it's fucking. Dude, honestly, it's insane. The air conditioning here, it's like fucking. This is like a hotel from the 70s, as you can see with the wallpaper in the background.
Oh, nice. Why do you stay in the mansion?
I'm saying nothing. I'm saying nothing. All I will say is a few people have bailed out of the mansion already, and moved on to hotels. So, yeah,
it's a lot of togetherness. I'm sure. Is it like one big like B&B, like a traditional like bed and breakfast type thing? Like it's just one house, right?
Yeah.
They just take it over.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Interesting, but I don't want to hear Keith Evans snoring in my ear.
You don't want to hear me snoring in your ear either. I've heard it's rough.
So yeah, stay around the corner.
Does he sleep in his sandals, or you think he takes them off?
Keith could be known to sleep with them on, dude.
Yeah,
kinky bastard that way. Yeah. So
no, don't take them off. Don't take them off. Yeah, leave them on. You know what I like. I'm sure he's tuning in at the moment. Yeah.
Tonya, dude, they're all masterminding. Probably.
Is it going on right now?
Yeah, I'm going to go around there. It'll be 12 o'clock after this show.
I'll learn something.
Yeah, always. What Tonya wants to learn: large website, 100k pages of UGC content, went down in the last update. How to make sure it will not tank because of some unhelpful content filter. So, Brad, you like UGC content and all that stuff, unhelpful content if you like. But Brad's thing is, what is unhelpful content? Brad's words are, he just shits out content on SearchShaker.
SearchShaker, AI now too. So Surfer, all the above. It's doing well. I would go back in. I would check, look at the specific pages that dropped, look at the terms that they dropped for, and should your site have been ranking for those terms in the first place? Because we had a client in the tech industry, like shot up, like after the 5-6 month mark, just hockey stick. Sweet, we can show the client. So we showed the client, they were very happy. And then like a week or two later, like not all, they didn't lose everything, but like you could see it in GSC. So I was like, okay. So I went into Ahrefs and I, you can filter new, improved, lost, and down. I didn't want to look at anything that was like just sideways. I would look at what went up, what went down. So we still had stuff going up massively. So that was good. So the site's not fucked. And then looking at the ones that were red that we either lost or went down, the ones that made sense didn't go down a lot. And the ones that like just went from like whatever number to lost, it makes sense. Like it was a page about something like something tech wise, nothing to do with like Android phones or anything. They're ranking for some random term, Android phones. So like Google tested them for all these terms, realized, oh wait, this site's not about that. So it dropped back down to where it should have been. And then we can keep building from there. So I would go in and look at like what you've lost and does it make sense that you would have lost that? Like it's because you're not going to be able to monetize that anyway. So I would do that. I would build clusters around the pages that you really want to push and really want to be the authority in. pick the top pages that you want to push for. And also I would do with a site that large, I would do a steady link building campaign somewhere on the site all the time. So the sites that we've been linking to, because we've been ordering links like consistently, like every 2 months, we'll put in an order. And the pages that we hit, we're doing like the best out of any of them. So whoever says links don't work, they're not doing SEO. I don't think I'm not good SEO.
Cool. Chat GPT. What do you think of tech leaders signing petition to halt further AI developments last week?
I think it's good business on their part. Like, oh shit, they're Google's like, oh shit, GPT's ahead of us. Microsoft just bought into them. We're gonna get fucked unless we pull them to a grinding halt and put a stop on it, allow us to catch up, and then we've got more of an even playing field. I don't know if that's what they did, but it seems rather convenient to me. So doesn't affect me either way, though.
Yeah. But that's the way I think VPN sales are going to go through the roof, because Italy stopped it, right? Chat GPT.
France too, right? Didn't they?
I don't know if France did. They possibly did. I've just not read the news. But I seen when I was coming out here that Italy had put a ban on it. So the VPN guys are going to...
Yeah. Easy. I mean, it's a simple solution,
So, yeah, good luck to the VPN guys.
Yeah.
By the fuck.
You should just buy a VPN company, Craig, and then just start promoting it.
That could be a good shout, actually. I need something to invest in.
There you go.
So cheap VPN company's going, give me a shout, but it has to be cheap. Tonya says, thanks a lot, guys. No problem at all, Tonya. Always happy to help where we can. But, guys, keep your questions coming. We do have 13 minutes, and we need to hit the hour mark just because...
You doing reading on the plane? How long was that flight?
10 hours, dude, and absolutely no reading. The problem
I've got for 10 hours,
dude, as soon as I got on the plane, I was really tired, so I tried to go for a nap.
I can't stay awake on a plane. Like, it's rough. I'm the dude snoring right next to you, like head back, like on your shoulder.
I hate flying. I get quite agitated, and I can't concentrate. So
really,
I don't really like reading books. But I was playing a game. I tried to go for a sleep. I'm texting everyone. I had the newspaper. I read that.
Pornhub's frowned upon on a plane, I've heard.
And then I woke
a bunch of videos right for you. You woke up what?
And there was still like 8 hours left. I'm like,
sucks.
And then it was just related.
You've seen Wolf of Wall Street, right?
Yeah.
What does he take when he gets on the plane? He's like, I'm gonna go comatose until I get to Switzerland or whatever. He takes a bunch of lewds or something, and just like outside of his mind. You should have just done that.
Nah, dude, I'd end up fucking wanting to drive the plane and shit like that. That's the fucking problem. These things could say...
You could probably do it. I could see you in a captain's hat.
Yeah. But nah.
You don't listen to anything or anything? You just sit and stare at the seat in front of you, or what?
No, I had headphones in listening to music and shit like that, but...
No movies? They had to have had movies in the headrest, right?
They do. I can't concentrate when I'm up in that ear, dude. I'm like...
Really?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I can't. I'm like talking to people. In fact, Randy, I'm messaging Randy for ages and a whole bunch of other people. I can't do that. I can't watch something. I can't play a game. I couldn't read a book. Like, I'm just in one of those moods where I don't want to do anything. I'm just like, fucking get me on back in the ground.
There's something about that noise, that airplane. Woo, if I put my headphones on, I'll pass out. Like, I can concentrate for like the 10 hours would not have gone wasted with me, and the opposite.
So now I don't do anything productive. Plus, ChatGPT doesn't work well up there. The internet's shit. So
yeah, I hate the Wi-Fi. So I have to pre-download anything, or I'll bring a book, or music, or I'll go to YouTube and download a bunch of shit that's like stuff I want to listen to later. Like if I'm ever going to listen to like an interview with like 2 SEO people, it would be in the air, because that's the only way I can concentrate on it long enough, because I have no other option, you know.
Watch some of these back, right? If
yeah, I listen to myself all the time. Yeah. You know what? You know David Goggins, right? The black dude.
Yeah.
It has a book. You know what he listens to when he runs?
What?
He doesn't listen to music because he says it's cheating. He's like, you can't listen to it when you're competing, so why would you listen to it like when you're training? Good point. What he will do is he'll go out on the internet and find the haters, like people posting negative comments about him and all that shit. He will compile those. He will read them and record it. And that's the shit that he listens to when he fucking runs, is him reading the hate mail that he gets just to keep him motivated. That's a different kind of psycho.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
proper. I can see how that would work though.
Yeah, dude's next level. I
That's
need to read his new book. I heard it's out. His first one was good. Have you heard or listened to that or read it or whatever? Can't Hurt Me. It's solid. Yeah.
I'm not a big reader, to be honest. I'd rather consume video content than
I do both. Yeah. My problem with video content, or I even have to have like the physical book, but it's like if I've got access to something else, like if I'm watching a video or like reading on the phone or whatever, I can't concentrate then, because I know I'm like, I wonder how calls are doing today. I'll check calls, or I'll check my email, and I'll go back to it and read another page. I'm like, I wonder how this is doing. But I have to put my phone like on the counter, you know, across the room, so I won't get up and go get it and start checking shit. But
maybe you could check yourself into some rehab, one of the rehabs you work for or work with.
They're nice.
Get that, yeah. Because that's an addiction right there. If
you have the phone,
yeah, they do that, right? That's coming out. Phone rehab. I'm not kidding.
I'm sure they do. I mean, they've got gambling, they've got porn, you know, anything. It's all dopamine based. So, but yeah, I sit down in the morning and read. Dude, I'm reading this. I read this dude's book in college. His first one. This is a different one. It's all about like project management and shit, and like people adding too many like right now, people adding too many projects into the pipeline and just all getting clusterfucked in there. So remove enough, just sideline enough to where you can start getting it through there, and the takt time reduces greatly. It's interesting. That's the kind of shit I read.
Yeah. But Darren Muzzy is going to simplify.
Good.
But have you used subdomains for your location pages and get those to rank in each city? And do you link with the main site from or to those?
Yeah, I always link back and forth. So what I talked about earlier, the 08 method, in order to kickstart the indexing, I'll put the subdomains into the primary navigation, and that'll help push the indexation. But I'm not doing one-offs like normally. Like I'm not going to do like a Phoenix subdomain and then a Tucson subdomain and then a Scottsdale subdomain. It just would take too long, in my opinion. I'm going to do like an umbrella niche, like I talked about earlier, like a slip and fall, and then build out the pages there. Otherwise, I would probably just build like a Phoenix website, like a completely different site if I wanted to. You could do that. It just will probably take longer than I would want it to.
Yeah. But for me, Darren, there was a software, and I can't remember the name of it. It was an Australian guy that owned it. Oh, fuck, I can't remember the name. But he used to have this kind of automated software thing going on for mass page, and it put it all on subdomains. And that was one of the reasons I didn't want to use it, was because
it's harder to get subdomains to index too. I'd rather keep it on the root as long as I can. Aside from special instances. But like if I have a client, should I build this out on the subdomain or should I build it on the root? I always say root, unless it's like a login page or something that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it can be a pain in the ass to get subdomains to index. Even more of a pain in the ass than normal websites.
All I can really say.
So you do mill replacements and then you drink soda?
Yeah, dude, I need some sugar, man. I fucking feel rough.
You look rough. I'll give you some sugar.
That'll
wake you up. Why is Craig running? Brad gave him the sugar.
So Darren, as far as I'm concerned as well, subdomains are seen as a separate domain name. So why the fuck would you do that? You know, subfolders have it all under the root domain. So yeah.
Now I have had clients in the past that they had franchises. So they set up each new franchise. They're like, oh yeah, you get a website when you sign up for a franchise. All they were doing was subdomains. It's funny. So it'd be like charlotte.domain.com. And they would do it that way, but then they could have a separate login for the person, and it made sense for them. But yeah, from my perspective, if I'm doing it for my own site, it's going to be on the root.
But Darren says it's spreading proximity.
Sure.
You're spreading your cheeks too far at that point.
This isn't a cavity search, Darren. Calm down.
Oh, man. That's the goal, to get the cavity search.
Yeah. Through TSA every time. I'm like, there may be a bomb in my ass. And then they're like, just go, Brad. You know you.
They don't even take it as a threat.
They just point to my picture on the wall, you know.
Oh, man. Darren says, well, if he gets enough money, no, you pay for that privilege, Darren.
Yes.
It's the other way around. You're getting his game all wrong. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there's going to be someone getting an anal cavity search leaving the mansion.
If not already.
Yeah. Or someone might be getting it in the mansion.
Right now, yes. That's how you kick off day 3 if you make it that far.
Keith is dressed up as the airport police.
Oh, yeah. He's TSA. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the best stethoscope for, sir? You'll find out. Yeah, check your heartbeat.
I shouldn't make jokes like that because it could be true.
That's
guys,
all the more reason to do it. 3 minutes.
3 minutes. So
I don't think Mike's going to make it.
Darren, that is exactly why I don't stay there. Fuck that shit. And I think there's a few wise guys. Steve Toth didn't stay there. Steve Toth messaged me last week. He's like, dude, where are you staying? And I'm like, not in the mansion. He's like, right, good. I'm staying in this hotel. So he's staying just next to me. But yeah, we were like, nah, fuck that. I'm not going through the anal cavity search. But Darren, I'm sure Joe will tell you all the stories in due course. But it's fun. I paint a bad picture of it. It's actually quite enjoyable.
No, I think that sounds fantastic. I would do it. That makes me want to go even more. I think, honestly, out of all the SEO events, the one that you're at right now looks the most fun. I don't know what the information is like, but I don't go for the information. I go to network. So if I ever go to one.
To be fair, the information is
with the people that are there, it's got to be solid, right? So
you get Lee Witcher, Stephen Kang.
Yeah, Lee's he's up there with Ted. You know, he's sharp. So his wife's name is Honey, right? Is she there too?
Honey's there as well, yeah.
Yeah, Honey. That's not the same Honey that's on here, though, I assume.
Nah, I actually asked her that question.
Yeah, I thought it was for a little bit,
but she's like, nah.
She's like, why the fuck would I do that? Give me another beer.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there a bar in the house, or you got to go elsewhere?
No, there's a bar. Well, there's a bar there, but it's like they've bought all the booze, so you just rock up to the bar like you're not fucking spending any money at all, dude. You're just grabbing fucking.
You should make that known. I may have gone.
Yeah, I don't think people realize that. Like, you just walk up, grab what you fucking can get your hands on, and yeah.
Seems fun. Where's the next one?
Colorado, September. Yeah.
My birthday. Yeah. Have a party. You going for that?
I don't know. It depends on the dates.
Yeah.
But we'll see. If I can, then why the fuck not?
Yeah. I don't know how often you want to make that trip. It sounds like a bitch.
Oh, it's a bitch, dude. That's why I'll do this and spring training. Then I'm fucking back home for at least 6 months. I'm not fucking. I'm back here in August, actually, in Vegas.
Is that your event or someone else's? The one that Mike was talking about.
Another guy.
Yeah, nice.
So,
I think Mike's going to that one, right?
Yeah, we had to get a special hotel for Mike.
Where are you doing? You're doing it at Caesars, right? He's allowed to go in there.
Yeah, Caesars Palace.
Yeah, you just can't do it at the Wynn.
Yeah,
or the Encore, but
Mike's banned from 70% of the hotels in Vegas.
Well, they're all owned by the same person. So, or like two, it's MGM versus like Steve Wynn, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get kicked out of one, you get kicked out half of them.
Yeah.
End up staying at the Gold Nugget. They'll take anyone.
Darren, we told Brad to come, but
he's not allowed back. Yeah, I can't go.
He's not allowed to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I get in too much trouble. So they like at the airport they'll stop me. So it's just too much for that city.
Randy, I don't know if the exact date's out. I know that it's Colorado in September, but I don't know if there's a specific date or a location exactly yet, but I'm sure it will be announced soon. But that is the area that's been voted for.
Can anyone help me get my agency to 6 figures a month? I just bought this book. Anyone there help me? Yeah. Can anyone there help me get? Yeah. If I go to the Mastermind Mansion, I want help with my agency. Getting it off the ground.
Your agency.
Huh?
Stuff your agency up your ass.
Yeah, that's where I have it right now, but it's not doing me any good. I need someone to pull it out and help me dust it off.
You can dust your own ass off.
Oh, you'll be dusting my ass next time I see you.
But on that note, guys, we are a minute in overtime.
We're in overtime, yeah. He's got to pay me if it goes over an hour, so
yeah.
This isn't cheap.
We will be back at the same time next week. Hopefully, Mr. Mike Pierce will be back as well. But if you haven't already check out 38 Digital Market for press releases. The link is below if you're interested in digital PR. And
if you're not, you should buy it anyway because Randy's a good guy.
Just buy it on the sheer fact that Randy's a good guy. That's it.
I've honestly bought stuff because of that, you know.
So, and if you're watching us later on, give the video a like because I'm a good guy. Not sure about this guy, but we will catch you.
He's not allowed in Vegas.
Next week, guys. See you later on.